easy road to say, hey, Steven, can we? It was a very quick call. It's like, hey, I heard you're moving, and you're like, okay, you're coming. I'm like, yeah. So let's set that. It was that quick. Welcome back to part 2 of the secret ingredients to real estate. We've got the 2 favorite people of your, is it what, episode number 6? And that was a really bad voice crack.
Keep going. Keep rolling. That is authentic. That is authentic.
We're keeping that, okay, because we don't have like the HGTV people. So episode number 6, part 2. I had it right, Rob. Don't screw me up next time. Okay, so as you noticed, right, Dimitra?
Absolutely.
Yes, we've got the same shirt. Work hard, be kind.
Love it.
And there's a reason for that. So actually, this is Dimitra's fault. You're the reason.
Dimitra's fault, but I'm the reason.
Yes.
Okay, why is it Dimitra's fault?
Because she said, Sherif, we got to make a change.
Okay.
Because we were at a different brokerage before. And so she's like, we need change, and if we're not moving, sayonara. I'm like, wherever you want to go, I'm coming with you.
Actually, that's a true story.
Wow. That's a true story.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and then we knew where you were going, because we were like,
I think you were the first person that reached out to me and you kind of knew what was happening.
Yes.
I was trying as much as possible to be off the grid and try to be as discreet as possible.
So as a coach, as a real estate coach, we know everything. Because we're everyone's therapist and everyone tells us all the dirty secrets. So why don't we talk about the shirt?
Yeah,
tell us more.
Let's start with Dimitra. What were the pain points?
The previous agency was amazing, amazing people, but every so often you need a change. You need community, you need other things. So it goes exactly that. If it's not going to happen within the next 6-7 months, after I come back from Greece, my vacation, blah, 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 right?
Wow.
So he says, oh, there's this, the mastermind happening. Why will you go, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, when we visited and we
at the Hilton.
Yes, at the Hilton. Markham, right?
Yeah.
And there was one particular agent that I said, I turned around to Sherif and I said, I want to fashion myself like her.
Wow.
Because this is who I was in my previous sales, kind of realm, right?
Yeah.
And for me, it was a no-brainer.
Yeah.
So Sherif had a little bit of maneuvering to do, but that's how it happened, right? Like honestly, it was something that we were looking for, the community, the camaraderie, the sharing. Not that it doesn't happen everywhere, but let's say like realtors are lone wolves. We work in silos, right? Like because the job is such.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed immensely the sharing, but since then, every mastermind, whether it's in Zoom or in person, has been amazing.
Yeah.
That what sold me.
Yeah. And this is my 3rd brokerage. In 20 years.
In 20 years, that's crazy.
And it all happened because of my fault.
Thanks, Dimitra.
Yeah. So you know what? It's like this is what we talked about. The generations of real estate. So we all started with brick and mortar style, and actually 3 different brands. And I've experienced now. This is my 3rd brand, and this is your second. This is your second as well. And the real broker. Brokerage? Broker?
Yep. Real broker.
Yes.
And I've interviewed all the other ones, and I gotta say, this is probably one of the best experiences I've had. And also due to you, because you were an easy road to say, hey, Steven, can we? It was a very quick call. It's like, hey, I heard you're moving, and you're like, okay, you're coming. I'm like, yeah. So let's set that. It was that quick. But tell us a little bit more about Real Broker and why you came, and then let's bring that together.
Yeah. Well, I think to go back, like the physical brick and mortar models is still very valuable for agents. I'm going to say just starting off.
Right.
I think it serves a purpose absolutely until you get to a point in your career where you're kind of like, you know what, there's got to be, I just need a little bit more. I'm not saying the brick and mortar model doesn't do that. Yeah. Dimitra, to touch upon, you said, the community, and that's really it. Like when I talk to agents that move from one brokerage to a next, to this, to that, whatever, you're just changing the brand. The model itself, the
food.
The model itself is still the same no matter where you go. You know, a little bit of a better commission split here or there. We made the switch because I wanted to be a part of something. Like, you know, the Century 21s and the Remax of the world. When would you ever have an opportunity to help build that from the ground up? You'll never get that ever again. And I remember leaving my
It's a very expensive approach. It's like when you go buy a brand new franchise, you gotta dump in $500,000, $1 million of your own seed money. It's less expensive to buy a existing franchise. It's a little bit different with Real Broker, but
it's a cloud-based model, really. So there are no physical offices unless you're like a team or an agent or broker that has their own office. But it's the collaboration that we get. So I can talk to,
Exactly, because like for me, the brick and mortar means absolutely nothing because I was home-based in 2007. So I was remotely working since 2007, an office in the house where I had my printer, I had my e-fax at the time.
Do you still have it?
No,
because like that would be worth a lot of money right now.
So what does this mean for the consumer? Because you know, they're like, okay, we don't care what brokerage you're with or whatever.
Right.
And they really don't, though. At the end of the day, I'm 12 years into the business, and I can honestly say, like, no one's ever asked me, like, hey, what brokerage are you a part of? They actually think my Instagram handle, which is the worst, that I set up like years ago, Steve Income Homes, they actually think that's the brokerage. So like, your brand is you. It's not who you park your license with. Agents have to remember that. Right?
You're so correct in that, because before we made the switch, I was, you know, I had certain deals that we were in progress, right? So I did approach and I met with all my clients and I said, well, I'll be making a switch and, you know, be a different brokerage. And one of them, literally, we had drinks and she looks at me and she says, Dimitra, I don't care who you work for or whatever, it's you that I want to work with, right? I don't care what brand or name you're under. And, you know, that says a lot for the person and the personality and the collaboration, right? And the teamwork.
And you brought up, you said, well, what does this mean for the consumer? Because ultimately we want that experience to be just on point, so good.
Absolutely.
So
it's become seamless. Like the whole like how we do transactions in our club brokerage has become so seamless where you don't have to go and hand deliver a check anymore, or everything can be done through an app system now. And the way money is sent over to clients, it's all like, it's paperless. Everything's paperless, and because of that paperless, the transaction's smooth, seamless, and in an environment where it's like go, 17 offers, you have 1 hour to make change. We've got all the tools to bring the clients first. And to win those bidding situations a lot faster than brick and mortars who are running back to their office because they're not equipped, they don't have the systems in place. And I think that's the future of technology, and that's the future of real estate. So everybody's like wondering, like, why do you need a realtor? It's because we have the speed to get things done.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of things there. Like, you know, Real Broker, we're empowered as agents to operate our business in a much more efficient way. So what does that mean? If you're one of my clients, I just operate much more efficiently, right? Which saves you time and headache, right? What I also love is like, you know, there's so many amazing realtors in the GTA, like so many that I collaborate, that I know. It's always like fresh when I get ideas from someone from like California and Florida.
Absolutely, oh
like,
my God.
We're all like, Real's everywhere now. And like, if I hear like one of my friends out in California, like Chris is like, yeah, like I'm doing this, this, and this. I'm like, interesting. I'm gonna see if that works in my marketplace to make the client experience such more elevated. Sorry, more, that was terrible. Much more elevated. And I was a teacher, right, 16 years. To make it much more elevated. But I'm only exposed to the GTA market right now and what's happening here. So we don't get that exposure.
No, for sure, and that helps to our clients, like, you know, where they WhatsApp or Insta or whatnot. They know who you are. They can follow you, right? I mean, even with our cooking show, we have people like, you know, asking, I'm trying your recipe. Where do I buy this, right?
So the audience wants to keep hearing us talk about this stuff, but our videographers are really hungry. So and I love these guys.
I'm so hungry. I'm like, my stomach is.
So, are we ready with the food? Can we bring out the food?
Hold on a second.
Okay,
we need to. I need to. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Do you need? You know, I bought these gloves for you. You don't use them.
No, that's okay. I need to.
They match your shoes.
Need that.
Love
just,
How much more time do we need?
what have you
Do you
said?
want me to broil it?
Just a little bit, very lightly.
So all I do is just that.
You're fancy.
A fire.
This gas oven for
Yeah,
some reason.
I have automatic combustion myself. So I looked at something and it bursts into flames.
Nice. So we want to go into rapid fire questions. So
Okay. Whoa, okay.
But that means you'd have to come over here.
Oh, jeez.
And I have
Okay.
to- yeah, we
I didn't
have to
watch this part of your shows.
Oh,
The rapid
yeah,
fire. Okay,
so
here we go.
you
Oh, look at you guys are like, whoa, get ready. Get ready.
Okay.
Rapid fire. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab.
You grab some water or something.
we'll pause,
yeah,
yeah.
let's grab a drink.
Okay, so we have a malfunction with the oven. We've got 5 minutes. We've got the broil on. This ravioli's got to cook. So we're gonna put Steve in. Yeah, there you go. Get your punch.
There you go. There you go.
We got to get our muscles on.
So we're starting with the rapid fire questions. So
Okay.
Steven,
Yeah.
what is your waist size?
31, 32.
That was really, you didn't have to answer, but thank you so much.
31, 32.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so Steven, what are the trends in real estate right now?
When it comes to consumers,
Yes, when it comes to consumers.
get ready. Hold tight. Bidding wars are back. Obviously, you know this, and it's going to get worse before it gets better. And I say that loosely because I don't think it's going to get too much better. It's just going to get much more competitive.
Okay,
Yes.
how should consumers be shopping?
It's all the standard things. Get your pre-approval, know exactly what you want, stay within your budget. And again, this is not a sales pitch. Find a realtor who's able to get the job done.
Yes.
Don't just choose the realtor who's going to give you a rebate. You're like, great. What point is a rebate if they can't even get you the home? So
That's key.
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Like, I mean, just because they give you a rebate, that doesn't mean they're the realtor to work with.
And choose the realtor that's asking you the questions. Really good questions. Okay, next.
Okay, how do buyers prepare themselves to purchase today?
So same thing, again, pre-approval, know exactly what you want, stay within your budget, and really, really lean in on a realtor who is well-versed in the buying process and knows the neighborhood.
What are sellers looking for in marketing?
In marketing, that your brand exists everywhere,
Okay.
right? So many people say, hey, I'm on TikTok and YouTube and everything, but are they absolutely? Okay, my focus is gone.
Sorry, guys. All of a sudden, the
Broil works.
It works amazing.
turn it on.
So what are sellers looking for in marketing?
So this is, as a seller, this is what you're looking for, and make sure that your realtor is able to answer this question. How are you going to successfully market my home to the avatar buyer? And it's not like, look at this beautiful and sexy listing presentation. It doesn't matter. If you're not targeting your marketing, you're never selling the house. Don't forget, it's not the market, it's the marketing.
Amazing. Team versus single agent.
Team, all day, every day. I was a solo agent, did really, really well. I cannot compete against what a team brings to the table. The resources, the woman power, the manpower, you cannot compete. It's becoming much more saturated, much more competitive. Lean in on a team. If I could do this all over again, I would start year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on a team.
Girl power.
Girl power, woman power, doesn't matter. Hey, I'm a huge proponent. I say this, women are the best real estate agents. The best. Absolutely. And I stand by that.
Love it.
Okay.
Okay. To stay in real estate or to not get into real estate?
Ooh, that's a tough one. That's a really good question. You have to be an entrepreneur, and you have to understand that there are just so many sacrifices, time, that go into the building of whatever whatever you want to accomplish. I'm going to say real estate, but understand, stay in it, give it everything that you got for at least 3 to 5 years. Yeah. So many people quit too early.
And not only that, but you have to have financial backing, right?
Great
Like-
point. I'm going to say 6 to 12 months, at
Yeah.
least 6 months of reserves, because you're not going to get a deal. You're not going to get a deal in that 6
You'd
months.
be lucky if you get a deal.
Well,
right?
the average agent did 1 deal even last year.
Wow.
Don't forget that, right? So have 6 to 12 months of financial reserves. Give it everything you got. Don't quit too early.
It takes time to build a business and build your brand.
The best workshop I've ever been to, it was entitled The 10-Year Millionaire. It was an agent that talked about his business, and it took him 10 years to make 7 figures.
I want to be there. Who's?
Yeah, it was by Tony Joe, and I was like, it was the best. And I'm like,
yeah,
bang on, bang on.
Okay. To real or not to be real?
Real all day, every day. Real all day, every day. That's a good question. That's a little bit of self-promotion right there.
Okay.
Reel it up.
Last and final question: to eat or not to eat?
Oh, let's eat
Let's
every
eat.
day, every
Let's
day,
eat.
right?
Let's eat.
Let's go and start playing this food over here, guys. Okay, so Dimitri, let's go. Let's play this
Okay,
food.
all right. Okay,
Should we bring
grab
it over
plate.
here, or are we doing bowls,
We
plates?
can, because it's very hot, let's do it this way. And where's the big, where's the, oh yeah,
Just be
I had
careful,
a big,
it's very hot.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay, I had a big spoon somewhere. Oh, here it is, okay. This is it. Okay, sorry.
Oh my goodness.
Awesome. All right. Are we rolling? Are we filming? What are we doing here? Okay. No more
Okay.
questions.
Oh, no more questions, okay.
You want the
all
bigger
right.
spoon?
No, this is good.
Okay.
Because this is, you know, nice to scoop up. Can I put this on the half-eaten pie?
Yes. Put it in the oven.
It's like a cooking show, right? Where it's like, this is pre-made, or
Actually,
like,
we've done
right? And then be
that,
like, hey,
yeah.
this is
So
what's made.
we're gonna have so who's doing the tasting?
Jordan can do it.
Jordan doing the tasting?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, awesome. So
Jordan?
we'll keep Noah out for a
Yeah.
second. Or yeah.
And I
So,
can make, I'll
Jordan,
make
do you want to
some
taste
more.
it from here, the casserole? No, I can't do that.
It's hot.
It's really hot. Oh, Noah's licking his lips.
There you go.
Sorry.
Look at that. Okay, so Jordan, you come over here. There's no wine for you because you're too young. Over here, so you can
Although
see
she
the camera.
knows her wine, she knows what Riesling
On this
is.
side, on this side, on this side. Let's go. Okay, so this is so delicious. So there's none for you. It's all for Jordan. So Jordan, give it a taste and hold on. So here's a question for you because I'm into question asking today. So you're gonna taste that, and then you're gonna give us a good review, a scale of 1 to 10, and then tell us if it's a 3 diamond or a Michelin.
What's better?
Michelin. We're going for Michelin over here. Okay. So ready when you are.
Take a little bite. It's gonna be super.
So you have to do like the French do. You have to smell it. You have to lick
Look
it.
at it.
You have to then put it in your mouth, gargle it a little bit, and then.
G-rated.
Oh, sorry. Okay, let's taste it. Yummy.
It's hot.
It's very hot. Okay, well, guys, thank you so much for coming here. Dimitri, let's get back in here.
I'm like making more
The
garlic
hostess with the
bread.
mostest.
Sorry,
Thank you
guys.
all for watching us
thank
here
you.
on this episode number 6, and we'll have you back at episode number 7. So thank you all, and keep watching us.
Thank you, Jordan, for
Thank you.
giving us the tasting
Thank
as
you.
well as the you know, helping us out, right?
For
Thank you,
sure.
everyone.
Thank you.
And our crew.
Let's eat.